Look around. What do you see? People trapped in endless cycles of comfort and mediocrity, drowning in systems that promise freedom but chain them tighter each day. You know that feeling, that itch deep inside, the one that whispers you're made for more, not to settle, not to obey, but to build, to create, to conquer. For every bold founder, every fierce investor, every unapologetic leader watching this now, this isn't just a video, this is a lifeline, something that pulls you from the noise, from the cage to the edge where true power lives. The world sells you a lie. Be free, it says. Follow the rules. But freedom isn't permission slips or endless bureaucracy. Freedom is the guts to craft your own damn game. It's the courage to say no to the system's comfort trap, and hell yes to the chaos that birthed greatness. You're not here to hold hands through a scripted life. You're here to ignite a storm. Let's be brutally honest. Most people don't get you. They applaud safety, reward conformity, and bury their fire to blend in. Meanwhile, you're fighting to keep your flame alive, against the herd, against the noise, against the suffocating sameness. You're stuck in a world designed to process you like a cog, not to unleash the wild genius inside. And that isolation, it's lethal. It's the killer of dreams, the silent assassin of potential. But here's the deep truth nobody dares to say out loud. You're not missing greatness. You are greatness. The problem is the world wasn't built for the exceptional. It was built to erase exceptional, to turn rebels into followers, to charge visionaries with silence. What's missing isn't talent, it's connection. Connection with others who burn like you do. The rare few who reject comfort and chase chaos, who say no to the fake freedom of cookie-cutter lives and yes to building a reality that belongs to them alone. Now imagine this. What if you could find those people? Not a crowd, not a noisy mass, but the sharpest blades, the fiercest minds, the few who share your hunger. What if your boldest ideas didn't die alone in the shadows, but exploded into life with a network made for launching legends? Because here's what the system forgot. You can't be a lone warrior forever, but you can be the spark in a wildfire of brilliance. Let that sink in. The edge where real progress happens isn't in the middle of safe, dull sameness. It's on the fringe, where the few refuse to bow, where they break rules, crush status quo, and redefine everything from scratch. And you're meant to be there, not pushed to the side. You face brutal realities every day, endless distractions, fake promises, rivals trying to cage your ideas, and a world screaming compliance. But in that pressure, in that fight, lies the secret. Real power grows in resistance. Authentic freedom is forged in relentless rebellion. It's not about fitting in. It's about standing out so damn loud that the world has no choice but to listen. Here's the step everyone overlooks. Being truly free means wielding your will like a weapon, sharp, precise, unstoppable, not waiting for others to give you permission or validation, not begging for a piece of the pie, but building your own pie and baking whole new ovens because the old system can't handle what you're cooking. This is about ruthless sovereignty, owning your choices with zero excuses. And it's not just about pushing forward blindly. The biggest mistake is rushing without mastering patience. The quitters dive headfirst seeking fast wins. The champions play the long game. They move like chess masters, knowing that great empires aren't built in a day, but through relentless focus, smart alliances, and clever moves no one else sees coming. Patience in the chaos is power. Plans that span years, not just quarters, give you an unshakable edge. If the world teaches you anything, it's to be loyal to the crowd, to the comfort, to rules and uniformity. But the strongest founders, investors, leaders don't just ignore this. They reject it outright. They don't seek belonging to be accepted. They craft their own tribe by aligning with the right few who burn with the same fierce fire. This selectivity is where real magic takes root. Not everyone deserves a seat at your table. Not everyone can understand your vision. So choose sharper, align deeper. Surround yourself with those who elevate, challenge, and create with you, not drain or dilute. Now think about transformation, not as a buzzword, but as a weapon. It's the ugly process of dismantling every comfortable lie you ever believed and rebuilding from ashes. It's about redefining your reality, tearing down old mental walls, tearing up scripts, and refusing to be who you were told you must be. This is hard. This is painful. But no great creator became great by playing safe. The world system hides its biggest threat behind a smile. It offers comfort while killing ambition. It praises freedom while chaining souls in invisible cages. The real prison isn't bars. It's convenience, conformity, distraction. The drugs that numb your will. True liberation requires ripping those chains off and facing the raw, wild unknown with eyes wide open. This isn't a journey for the faint of heart. It's for the burners, the restless, the misfits who'd rather burn than fade out. For those who feel the unbearable tension daily, the gap between the life demanded and the life deserved. That tension is your fuel, your call to rise above every limit, to own every fragment of your power. So here's the deal. If you want to be just another face in the crowd, click away. But if that quiet fire inside tells you there's no going back, if you're starving not for comfort, but for legacy, if you see the cracks in the facade and want to be the one who shatters it, then welcome to the edge, the place where system ends and what's next begins. Because here's the irreversible truth few admit: you don't need the world to change. You need to unleash yourself. When the rare connect, when the misaligned find synergy, when misunderstood brilliance aligns, it becomes unstoppable. Founders, investors, visionaries, builders, each one a spark alone, a wildfire together. The power to reshape futures doesn't lie in big conferences, loud campaigns, or hollow movements. It lies in the quiet, ruthless joining of the few who refuse to settle. It's time to stop waiting for the system to hand you space. Build your own space. Connect only with those who fuel you. Question everything relentlessly. Be sovereign, be critical, be transformative. Play the long game with patience and grit. Reject the comfort that kills your fire, and embrace the chaos that fuels your rise. The fire inside you isn't a mistake. It's a weapon. It's the key to your freedom. So own it, sharpen it, and join the few who dare to rewrite reality. Because the world doesn't need another follower. It needs you. Bold, relentless, unstoppable. Don't just watch. Don't just listen. Burn brighter. Build harder. Become more. The revolution doesn't wait. Neither should you.